What's going on, Ranger fans? Welcome to another edition of 407 Rangers. I'm your host, Raymond Tapia. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and a comment. Turn on your notifications every time I'm about to upload a post, a recap, or highlights, or go live on the stream. So, you guys already know it's Martin Luther King Day, but we got to talk about how the Rangers, man. See, like, the thing is, I kind of already knew this was going to be a tough game for the Rangers. Because did I not tell you guys that the Canadiens were mad about that loss they took against the Maple Leafs? Now, I will say the Rangers did play it. They played good, but obviously a couple of defensive flaws and setbacks is what costed them the game. That's all it was. Because I can't sit here and say, oh, they didn't play like they did, like they normally do. Da, 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 da. That's not the case. Like Montreal was just coming in with fire, man. That's all it was. Because it was like an eye for an eye. But this game, it was like a goal for a goal. That's all it was when it came down to it. And it was super physical, man. Rempe even got like Rempe needs to start winning fights already. If you're gonna be that crash out guy for the team and fight, at least win these fights, man. Because I don't even think Rempe has won a fight yet since he's been in the NHL. As crazy as it sounds, because you always see Rempe fighting. So it's like, bro, when are we gonna see you start winning the fights? We don't mind the goon mentality and the enforcing mindset for the Rangers for Matt Rempe, but it's like, bro, if you're gonna fight, just win the fights. That's all we're asking at this point. And I think Laviolette needs to send him down to the AHL for a little and just bring back Berard or Brodzinski because we gotta. Rempe is definitely still crashing out. I'm like, damn, bro, did that suspension not teach you your lesson? You're still like doing roughing and all. Like, they're on your ass. Why do you keep this up? But anywho, let's get to the game and how it went out. So in the first period, you had Alexis Lafreniere scored a goal, and when I saw that, I was like, thank goodness, because we all know Alexis Lafreniere could have. He's supposed to have been having a breakout season, but it's just not his year. Yeah, at least he's scoring, so I will give that. I'll give them that. So that I'm not too mad about because we know I'll take a goal from Alexis Lafreniere than him giving out donuts because we all know he's been a little bit cold lately, but he's picking up the pace. I can't say he hasn't. And then of course you had Brandon Gallagher score the goal right after, so the Rangers and Montreal Canadiens were tied 1-1 all. But right after, Will Cooley scored himself a goal. And like I said, it was a very physical game because Will Borgen was getting bullied. If you guys seen the highlights and you see all the head checking, I felt so bad for Borgen because they were just literally running him over. And I'm just like, man, that shit was just not cool to see. But in the second period, you had Christian Dorvac score the goal, and the Montreal Canadiens out of nowhere just tied it, and then Mika Zibanejad right after scores himself a goal. And I told you guys it was bound to happen. He was going to do something after that Columbus Blue Jacket highlight really tried to pull. So glad he got himself into the stat sheet, scored himself a goal from there. But then Nick Suzuki, of course, right after scored himself a goal. And like I said, guys, it was back and forth. Tons of physicality, a lot of scrummage and freaking head checking and fights going on, but they were scoring goals. So this was a lot more exciting to watch than the Blue Jackets game. I would definitely say that because as crazy as it sounds, this game had me a lot more like intrigued and tuned in than the last game because it was so much back and forth going on. The energy was definitely a lot better, and the fans were just going crazy. And I don't blame them one bit because who wouldn't fucking love to see fights back and forth and your team scoring goals and the other team scoring goals, and it's just been gritty and back and forth. They definitely got their money's worth yesterday. I can definitely say that. And anybody that went to that Montreal game, you got your money's worth because it was a good game to watch. Like I missed out on some good NFL playoff games just to watch this game, but I got to watch the rest of the other games after. So Chris Kreider, of course, he scored the goal right after the freaking keep us in it to have us at least at one goal. And then in the third period, Gerard Savovsky scored the goal for the Canadiens. And then what happens again? We're right back to overtime. So I will say this. The Rangers, even though we've been losing, at least we've been gaining a point. And I don't care what any Ranger fans say. I will take a 1 point gain from an overtime loss compared to us gaining massive regulation losses like we did in December because the Rangers got at least 13 points out of this month alone. So it's like, bro, they're picking it up a lot better. That is for certain. They're only 3 points behind in the playoff spot or wild card. So they just have to start picking it. They're already picking it up, but if they can start winning more games, they will surprise them to be in the playoff picture, as crazy as it sounds. Even though I really didn't think like there was no hope. So if the overtime came, and I gotta tell you, the that's when it costed the Rangers because if the Rangers had just tried to at least create a shot a lot more rather than trying to move the puck around, they would have gotten themselves the game winner, which they had a couple of chances, but man, right after you saw the breakaway from the Canadiens and Patrick Lightning scored that goal, you knew it was over. Like as soon as I saw the Canadiens hit the breakaway, I was like, somebody's gonna hit this goal right here, right now, because this is what's gonna cost the Rangers. And I will say, Jonathan Quick, I'm not gonna say it's on him, no, because you know what? He sacrificed his body for that shit. Like if you saw how much pain he was after, like he was just flailing the legs and freaking basically stretching out his whole leg and body just to give us these saves. So the Rangers should have played a little better behind the net with Jonathan Quick, knowing that he had just got hurt. I mean, Laviolette should have at least tried to pull him up in the second period, maybe the third, if he knew he was in pain. But Jonathan Quick's just a tough motherfucker, man. I'll give him that. That's a tough goalie right there. He knew he was in massive pain, and he just still kept it going. So he wanted that 400th win. So I got to give the Canadians props. They put up the fight. They did not give up, and they did not make it easy at all for the Rangers. But like I said, it was a fun game to watch. Now, Tuesday is going to be interesting because the Ottawa Senators have been winning games, and they won two in a row. They beat the Bruins and the Devils. So the Ottawa Senators are going to be coming in hot. So Rangers are going to have to definitely come in with a way better attitude and mindset for their home game because the Senators are blazing hot right now. And like I told y'all, that team can be in the playoffs. Like, do not be surprised if Brady Kachuk and Linus Ullmark end up bringing the Senators to the playoffs this year. But I'll keep you guys updated on Tuesday for the Senators home game as well. Ranger fans, you have a wonderful MLK Day. We'll start this week off right.